any questions that he has about ATV or being a guest on Ham Nation, you can feel free. So Don, I'll pass it back over to you. You did a great job tonight. I always love learning about ATV. Maybe tell us a little bit about yourself and more about ATV and how your show experience went. KE6BXT to take it, and welcome to the D-Star Ham Nation Roundtable. Joe WX4ADX. Good evening, Don, and welcome.
Thank you, Joe. This is Don, KE6BXT, and I'd like to give out a few links, if I may. I normally write up show notes for the episodes that I'm on, and if you want a preview of the show notes before they get posted on twit.tv/HN, you can go to my website at ke6bxt.com/ and 5 1s, 11111. That's November 1st, 2011. So if you go there, you're going to get a link that's going to take you in the back door so you can see all the pictures and videos that I set up to the Twit studio to be on tonight. We had a couple issues because the previous show got slipped an hour, so the frame rate was on from 5 o'clock until 6 o'clock, and normally that's the time that we do our sound checks and make sure that the videos are queued up and that they work and everything like that. But since that show was running late, we didn't get on to do our sound checks till a little after 6 o'clock, and if you were watching live.twit.tv, you may have noticed the previous show in there, and then you notice when I came up and we were doing some talking back and forth prior to the show. We actually started recording about 10 minutes after the hour or so. And I also want to give out my Skype call sign, which is KE6BXT-M. So any of you that are listening on Skype that want to check into the Amateur Television Network, send me a contact request in Skype, and we'll see if we can patch you through. We've had one person so far tonight, and I wasn't able to hear his audio, so I'm not sure whether I got too many things streaming right now or what, but we'll try to at least get your picture up on the ATN, and you can watch that live. Also, if you want to just, in the background, watch what's going on the Amateur Television Network, you can go to our website at www.atn-tv.org/live. That's ATN for Amateur Television Network -tv.org/live. And that's going to take you to a page that's hosted by the British Amateur Television Club, where we stream our repeater on a 24/7 basis. And there's a chat window there where you can type in and make comments like that. So we'd like to have people watch amateur television live by going to the window where we stream that stuff live. And if you want to check in tonight, contact me on Skype. I'm going to go ahead and reset. And I'm not sure if there's a timer on this or what, so, can I just keep talking, or is it going to time out on me?
Yeah, if you could just unkey and then just rekey at least once every 60 seconds, that would be great. But normally, the TV dongle has a 3-minute timer, but the DVAP really does not. So just out of courtesy, you could just, feel free to unkey every 60 seconds and take a couple minutes and tell us more. Feel free. KE6BXT, WX4ADX with a net. Go ahead.
Okay. Did all of my previous talk get through, or was it cut off at all?
No, I was able to copy all of your transmissions extremely well. You sound loud and clear and fully readable, and every transmission came through, and please feel free to continue.
Okay, well, real good. Well, I just got a Skype request, so we'll be getting back to him in a little bit. I really wanted to talk about the digital ATV QSO party, and there's a great video in the show notes that's going to show you about 3 minutes of when we contacted with down in Australia to celebrate their 100 years of ham radio in Victoria, Australia, and they had an issue of bringing that up real time during the show. It's kind of interesting when you watch the show as it's being produced, and then you look a couple days later on the website and you see how they did the post-production stuff to get stuff in the right order, because they were bringing up videos about the Orange County Fair when we wanted to talk about Field Day and stuff like that. So it's always an experience going through it, but the post-production always looks a lot better. A little bit about me. I have been the president of the Amateur Television Network for Southern California for the last 5 years, and just stepped down from that position this last year. And I've, primarily use ATV as my primary mode of ham radio. I obviously use D-Star, and I really like the flexibility of using the dongle whenever I'm on the road. If there's anybody that has any questions about the show notes or the production of the show or amateur television in general, why don't we go ahead and let people ask some questions?
Great. Now, do me a favor one more time. If you give out your website and your email address, and then what I'll do, Don, is I'll take general check-ins if you could stay around for a while. Some general check-ins may just want to talk a little bit about the show and may not have questions for you. Others will. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take general check-ins and have questions for you first, so we can get you out sooner. And then, of course, the other just general check-ins will talk about the show topic. So can you give us your website one more time and your email for contact?
Okay, sure. My website is ke6bxt.com, which is my callsign.com. And for the show notes for this episode, just put 5 ones after the slash. So it's ke6bxt.com/11111. And that'll be the show notes for November 1st, 2011. The other website is the Amateur Television Network. You just Google Amateur Television Network and you're going to find it. But that is atn-tv.org. And if you put a /LIVE at the end of that, you're going to be able to see our repeater streaming live through the British Amateur Television Club. If you want to send me an email, you can send it to Don Hill, DONHILL, @gmail.com. Back to you.
Well, thanks, John. I appreciate that a great deal, Don. This is WX4ADX, your net founder and net control of the D-Star Ham Nation Roundtable. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to take our first round of general check-ins, and I'd like you to only put out your call sign first if you have a specific question for Don. So again, if you have a specific question for Don, let's get you in first. If you could use your 3 minutes, I would appreciate that. I'll have you go direct with Don. And then from there, we'll take other general check-ins and have time to stay with us. Okay? Let's go ahead and do that. So let's take general check-ins that have a question for Don, KE6BXT, regarding amateur television. Please call now. Well, see, Don, you did such a great job that no one has any questions. So again, you can contact Don at ke6bxt.com for the show notes. It's 5 ones after ke6bxt.com. Again, you can Google Amateur Television Network. It's atn-tv.org /live. And then his contact is Don Hill, DONHILL @gmail.com. gmail.com. So Don, go ahead and stick around because someone may have some additional questions they would like to ask. WX4